welcome to another live session by Daniel Smith. Here, this is Angela on behalf of John Cogley, because he's traveling, so he's unable to join us today, but the whole team will be demonstrating the colors for you. Today, on this occasion, we will have my own dot card, because it was not, we didn't have the opportunity to do it when I did my demo. So thank you so much to everybody for using my colors. I think that Gio is ready, and Gianni from Greece, Giovanni from Rome, and Gabriel from California, from San Diego. So that's wonderful to have you all here and swatching the colors. Please, if somebody would like a special color, special combination, a special mix, then just let us know, either text or text in the chat box, or else you open your microphone, unmute your phones and ask us directly. Okay, so that's wonderful. I'm going to check the colors, which is the first color. You send them. Can you send it also to the list?
Yeah, we are pasting in the chat room the list of Angela's colors, as well as in the Facebook chat.
So the first color that I see is in the list. They come in this order. Is
Angela,
the Cello Green.
Sorry,
yes?
we lost your camera.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think you can, okay, there, it's back.
Okay, yeah. So because I was checking the list. Yes, is the Cello Green, Cello Blue, green shade. That is the first color. Yes, thank you. If anybody would like to join us in the swatching, you're more than welcome. And if you are making any mixes by yourselves, or you're with these colors or with any other colors, then just show us during the live session or after, at the end, and we will share it. We will share it with everybody. So are you doing the mix, the swatching? I cannot see. Just a moment. Yes, thank you. I can see here. Who's got the flowers? Ep, who's Ep?
No, that's my other phone.
Ah, you, yeah. Okay. Sorry. By the way, you did, there was your beautiful painting on the new box by Daniel Smith. What is it called?
Oh, thank you, Angela. It's the confetti box.
Yes, confetti box. I love that. And thank you, Gabriel, for showing us.
So we now have on the screen, Angela, can you see the three feed from Gio and Johnny and Gabrielle?
Exactly, I can see it. Yes, I can see it on the other phone, on the computer, yes. I only need to see, can you please share the list, just the list on the chat box?
Yeah, it's there already.
How is it?
Yeah, in the chat box, in Zoom.
Oh, yes.
And also in Facebook.
Buff Titanium is the next one, which Gabriel has already in his hand. Buff Titanium is a color. You know, I use the Cello Green Blue shade. I said it wrong. It's not Cello Blue Green shade, but it's Cello Green Blue shade. I use both Cellos very much to give some strength to the waters. I like a lot to paint the waters, and they are excellent for this. And also for mixes. I think that there was, it's Micah Soloyev, who was also showing us how to make mixes with the Cello Green. He's a real fan of Cello Green, and so am I. Buff Titanium can be used also to mix and to make other colors lighter, but also to, like Gabriel uses them, to color the beaches, because it's a very mild color. And now, Gabriel, your buff titanium is touching the phthalo green, isn't it? And it is starting to mix. I think that is lovely. So, yes. Yes, thank you, Gabriel. That's really nice. Because you see, that's a lovely mix, how the phthalo gets lighter using is a perfect example, using the buff titanium. And now you're using the hematite violet. Hematite violet is the third color. Hematite violet, is that a Primatech? I think so. Yeah, Primatech, of course.
Yes.
It is a Primatech. It's a mineral. It means that it's a mineral that has been grinded and made into a tube, into a color, into a pigment. And then this pigment is mixed with gamma arabic to make this color. Gabriel, I love that, what you've done. What a beautiful mix. It's highly granulating. Hematite is a very granulating color. Let's see what Giovanni is doing. Or is that Johnny?
Yeah. With Giovanni. I don't have that, I'm sorry.
Ah, okay. So you have only the green, the phthalo green and the buff titanium. So you were missing this
Cello Blue. We started with the blue, and we will finish with Cello Green. Don't worry.
Because I gave the wrong the wrong order. Yes, sorry, but you did it well.
No problem.
So hematite, I love this color. You see how it if you can you please Ethel, can you make Gabriel's screen bigger, because it's
Sure.
it's so beautiful how the granulation of his color of this hematite. Can you see the granulation?
Stunning. It's stunning.
It's really, really gorgeous. You don't do anything. It just does everything on its own. And mix with like this buff titanium in the middle, phthalo blue, better phthalo blue. And this hematite, just beautiful. You can even imagine this, only these three lines. Well, I can, from here, I can see like the sea and then the rocks and the sand. Can you see that?
Yes.
If you put that horizontal, don't you think so? It's very good for textures. Very, very good for textures. Now we can do the Lunar Violet. Johnny, you have the Lunar Violet, right? I think you use it a lot, don't you? Johnny?
Yeah, all the time, yeah.
What is, or how do you use it? For what do you use it?
I use it on my portraits for shadows.
For the shadows in the skin, right?
Yeah.
On your portraits. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me. It's beautiful color. Yes. And Giovanni, you are also, yeah, you have this shadow violet.
I use the Lunar Violet and mixing with the Shadow Violet for before my black background.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because you have a background that is normally, for your paintings, is very black, but you don't go straight with the black, do you?
No, I use this Lunar Violet and Shadow Violet or Italian Venezuela. Use Lunar Violet when the high percentage of the color in the composition is cool, and I use Italian Venezuela is warm.
Right. And do you use any yellows underneath? Do you use like Quinacridone Gold or any yellows?
Maybe Queen Gold or Aussie Red Gold. Maya Yellow, New Gamboge.
So you would use one of the yellows, depending on the painting, as the very first layer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you put darker colors, like
No, I use
Lunar Violet, or it can be Venetian Red, depending if you want, if the colors of the composition are cold or warm.
Yeah.
And then you use the black. And what black do you use?
Lunar Black. Lunar Black, and all of the first glaze ivory black, and the high percentually Lunar Black.
Yes. Yeah. And you get these intense, very beautiful blacks.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Angela, we have Anna Marie also swatching.
Ah, yes. Wonderful. Wonderful, Anne-Marie.
But she doesn't
It's
have all
because I'm
her
using
colors.
my phone and I cannot see the swatches very well. That's all. Let me see. What are you doing? Wow.
I have Lunar Violet, and I have not had the opportunity to purchase that one yet. So I went ahead and looked at the composition and the recipe, and Lunar Violet was Pigment Violet 19, I believe, plus the Lunar Black. So I went ahead and pulled it apart, and I had each of those pigments. So I mixed the color there myself.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Which is the red one? What color is the red one?
Pyrrole Orange.
Uh-huh. No, that's Spiral Orange, but the one on the right?
Pigment Violet 19. I believe. So plus Lunar Black, which creates the Lunar Violet, which is basically I'm pulling apart the recipe for the pigments because I don't own those colors yet.
But you put them together and they have this beautiful mixes. You make these beautiful mixes, but Daniel Smith has them made for us already. So only that if you don't have it, you can make it manually. Yes, that's lovely. Thank you.
And this way you can pull apart the pink and the purple and the black also.
Exactly. Thank you so much. And now the next color, thank you, Gabriel, that is Cascade Green, one of my favorites. Why is it one of my favorites? I think that also for you, Anna. Do you have it? The Cascade Green?
Not yet.
Yeah. And Gabriel, why do you think the Cascade Green is one of many people's favorites?
Oh, I love to actually use it for ocean water that's really up close. So sometimes where I'm at the marina, if you look down that's really close to you, it'll have this gorgeous, luscious color. You know, as well. The granulation is astounding.
Amazing. Yes. Do you use it a lot at all, Johnny? No, John. I mean, John. Giovanni. Sorry.
Giovanni. Okay.
I meant Giovanni. Maybe he doesn't. No. And you, Johnny, do you use it?
Well, I use it for my let's say if I do something like Gabriel does, like a seascape, or even on a still life, I use them, yeah, but not on portraits, only on clothing or
yes,
on the hair, maybe, yeah.
Also on the hair?
Yeah.
Yes, because Cascade Green, if you remember, it's made by how many pigments, Giovanni?
Three.
I don't remember.
Raw sienna. Raw sienna and yes, and
ultramarine blue, ultramarine blue, and yellow. The yellow might be the raw sienna.
Yeah, it's raw sienna and phthalo blue.
Phthalo blue.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you wet it, if you leave it, you know, like Nicolas does. Nicolas paints and lets the paint run and the water react, and then he turns the painting so he doesn't look at it, lets the water do its job, so he doesn't interfere, and so he stops the control, and then you get these wonderful, like miraculous effects of the color dividing. In some places it's blue, in some places it's yellow. It's very, very beautiful color, very beautiful, and it's full of surprises.
Yeah, but just
Yeah,
like what Carolyn from Australia, Carolyn says Cascade Green has not only a beautiful powder blue undertone, it also has a wonderful surprise of a golden undertone.
Really? That's beautiful. Yes, that's Caroline from Australia.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for being with us, Caroline. I don't know, it must be a very strange hour for you, but thank you so much for joining us. What is the other color, Gabriel? Pyrrole orange. Yes, pyrrole orange, also one of my favorites. It's a strong color, and I like strong colors. Pyrrole orange is bright. It's also good for mixes. Does anybody else use it? Of the audience here, do you use it, Anne-Marie? Yes.
Yes, I do.
What do you use it for?
Giovanni was recommending it for his pumpkin / fall, so I bought some, and I'm planning to bring it into portraits, into the blush of the face.
Yes, the blush. Yeah, that's a beautiful color.
And to take advantage of the transparency.
Exactly. It's so transparent. And what I think that nobody knows the next color, which is Lunar Black. I think nobody knows what Lunar Black is, right?
Everywhere.
Lunar Black is the mystery of Daniel Smith. Lunar Black. How many tubes do you have, Anne-Marie? 2, 3, 4.
Angela.
Yes. Yes,
I
dear.
think I'm close to 5 tubes of Lunar Black. I've been working.
I was just going to make a comment about.
Excuse me. Yes, who's speaking?
Go ahead, Sarah.
It's Sarah. Sorry, I was just going to. Thank you. The featured artist last week, he used pyrrole orange, and now every time I look at a sunrise, I'm seeing pyrrole orange in the sky.
Exactly.
Do you remember that? He put it. Yeah, he put it underneath the clouds, and so beautiful. And I'm seeing it every day now.
Exactly.
You're right.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. For sunsets, it's gorgeous. I like sunsets a lot. So I always use that for sunsets. So you were saying, Anne-Marie, that you have 5 tubes, right? Of Lunar Black. I'll tell you who has more Lunar Black than you. Do you guess? Can you guess who has more Lunar Black than you?
Giovanni, if anybody.
No.
Nicholas.
Nicholas has hundreds of Lunar Black tubes. I mean, if you take away Lunar Black from him, he cannot paint.
Well, he squeezes it right on the paper.
Exactly. Right on the paper, right on the brush, and always fresh and always with a lot of water. He uses huge amounts. Like here in France, because you know that I am in Brittany, he did a demo, but then he did a workshop. And people, oh no, but it doesn't take any color. It doesn't have any color. He squeezed the tube. They had tiny tubes, so almost all the tube there, and took the brush, all the color with his brush, and it really black, really black. And then if you spray the water, then it does this beautiful granulation. So, oh, I was using too much water and too little color. And so that's why I think that Nicolas beat Anna Maria. Because
sorry.
Hi.
I think Barbara,
yes.
Barbara wants to show something like a swatch.
Yes, Barbara,
well,
please.
Hi everybody. I just did the Cascade Green, and you know I've been trying to work on trying to figure out what paints, which colors function like Lunar Black.
Yeah.
And I've started with greens, and the Zoisite worked really well. But Lunar Black, I mean, Nicholas is like magic maker. It looks so easy, but it's not.
No. The same question here everybody asks, how did he do that? How did he do that? And when you go to one of his workshops, then you find out. And normally it's too little color, too little. We cannot be stingy with the color. I've seen that in so many good painters. they use a lot of color. And even if half of the color in your brush goes to the water, they don't care. I know it's a lot of money spent, but it's also money invested, because you cannot paint with only a little color. Well, it depends on your technique. Maybe Giovanni, can you paint with a little color only?
Yeah,
maybe you can. Yeah, but he does another technique. It depends on the technique that you use, you know. But if you want these strong effects, you need to use a lot of color. Okay, so we've done Lunar Black. And what is the next one, Gabriel? Lunar Blue. Yes.
Oh, no, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too. Lunar Blue. And the mixture, I've learned to mix them, Lunar Black and Lunar Blue, with Nicholas. It's so gorgeous. It does such a beautiful granulation and beautiful effects. It's like sometimes you see the black, sometimes you see the blue, and it's one of my favorites. Do you use it, Barbara? Do you use
Lunar Blue? Yes, it's really one of my repeat purchases. I love it.
What do you use it for?
Well, I use it in oceans. Used it a lot in Antarctica because there were so many tones.
Exactly. In Antarctica, yes.
I use it a lot, but I do mostly landscapes, and well, I do really only landscapes. So it's just a versatile color. I don't mix it. I just use it straight from the tube the way it is, and it's a little light, but you can make it do lots of things. It separates very nicely.
Exactly. I agree. I totally agree with you. Mark, do you use it at all? Do you use the Lunar Blue, or you haven't got it, maybe?
Yeah, I do have it. I use it also in the landscapes for the skies, and the low horizons. For
the sky, I had never used it for the skies. I have to try it.
Yeah.
Wow, great. Okay, and then after the Lunar Blue, we have another one of my very many favorites, which is the Moon Glow.
Well, of course, everybody.
Everybody. I think that it has many admirers, this Moon Glow. This, I know that it has, let me see if I say that correctly. It has a green, it's Viridian.
Viridian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Viridian, ultramarine.
Ultramarine, and the red, which I cannot remember. Do you know, Johnny? The
Anthraquinoid Red.
Anthraquinoid, yes.
Okay, see, I can't say that.
Yeah, it's like a type of pink. I don't know. It's a type of, like magenta in a way. And so, wow, you especially if you put a lot of it and there is water, then it starts to separate. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. You can make whole paintings just with one color. It's just very unique. It's a very, very successful mix. So I use it a lot. Well, I did in my demo, I used it even for the sea, mixed with Rose of Ultramarine. But that was, it's not normal that you have to use that for the water. But sometimes I like to do that. And for the rocks, I also have used it for like rocks in the sea. And or especially if you want to do a landscape towards the night, with the light in the evening, that is gorgeous for that. Do you use it a lot, Johnny?
Well, most of the times I use it for shadows on clothes. Because I have the Lunar Violet for the skin tone, so I use the Moon Glow for clothes.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you use it at all, Giovanni?
Sometimes I substitute for the shadow. I substitute with this color the neutral tint.
But it's softer, no? It's softer than the neutral tint. Yeah. And no, Gabriel has already swatched another one of my favorites, which is the Opera Pink. I don't know what there is in this color. And I know that John has explained many times that it's not permanent, but I just like it. It's so shining. It's like bright.
Fluorescent.
The word you're looking for is fluorescence.
Ah, yes, fluorescent. But it gives a lot of light, and I can mix it. If I mix it with the Pyro Red, it's a gorgeous mix. You know, like the plant that you buy at Christmas. What do you call that plant?
Amaryllis?
Mistletoe?
Mistletoe? No, the red one.
Yeah, no.
How do you
Poinsettia.
call it?
Poinsettia? Is it the
Poinsettia.
Poinsettia.
Yes. Thank you, poinsettia. The poinsettia has these red leaves, these luscious red leaves, and if you mix the Pyro Red with the pink, oh, they just glow, because as you said, Anna, it's fluorescent. But also you can mix, and I do some abstract paintings, and I mix these opera pink with a color that will come later, which is the Quinacridone Gold. And I get, well, gorgeous tones, and it's beautiful. Anyone else in love with the opera pink?
You know, I don't have it. I thought I bought it, but I was just looking, I don't have it. This is Barbara here, but it's transparent. I just looked at, you know, my Bible here. It's really pretty fantastic color.
Yes, I remember Stella explaining that the teacher told her she liked it very much, and her teacher told her that it was not permanent, but she said, I don't care. Because she loved it. She loved it. But in any case, it will last 25 to 30 years. So for me, that's more than enough. My works, I don't think will go to museum. Maybe they will. But then they will find some way to make it permanent, I think.
Right.
But the part that is not permanent is the fluorescent. The other, the red, yes, is permanent. So now the other one is the permanent alizarin crimson. Thank you, Gabriel, for showing us the tube. Permanent alizarin crimson. As you know, the normal alizarin crimson is not permanent. It will also be like the opera pink. They are the only two colors that are not very light fast. They last only for 25 years, guaranteed. They may last longer, but they guarantee you 25 years, the same shyness and strength. But they have created a permanent version of the permanent alizarin crimson. And oh, that's gorgeous, Giovanni. Yeah.
My notes, Angela, show that it's high. That John had told us it was a hybrid color, 3 reds, and then I put Anthraquinoid Red, Quinacridone Red, and Perylene Scarlet.
Thank you.
Is that right?
Could be, yes. Technically, we don't know so much as John, so we will trust your notes totally, completely. If you took the notes
all over these cards, yeah.
Thank you so much. So, can you repeat the colors?
The Anthraquinoid Red,
the same as in the Moonglow, yes. Anthraquinoid Red.
Quinacridone Red, and
Quinacridone
Perylene Scarlet.
And Perylene Scarlet, yeah. I like Perylene Scarlet a lot as well. So they have made these fabulous, it's like the original alizarin crimson, only that it's permanent. I like it a lot to make, it makes gorgeous violets. It makes such gorgeous violets. And for flowers, I love it for flowers.
Yes.
Yeah. And which one is the next, Gabriel?
Cello Turquoise, another goodie.
Yes, another goodie, exactly. There are so many goodies in all the in all the colors that they have, all the selections. Yeah, you have the sticks, Giovanni, no? Yeah, yeah. So the Cello Turquoise is that definitely I will use for the waters. And it's very powerful. Well, for waters and other things, but it's very powerful. Yes.
This is also very useful. I just so I just checked the permanent alizarin crimson, and it does have those 3, and it's transparent. My favorite thing.
Great. And do you use these Cello Turquoise at all?
Actually, I do. I have a tiny little tube, but I also had a stick.
A stick, yes.
And so between the two, I used it quite a lot. It's quite beautiful color.
Thank you, Barbara. I can see Johnny. Can you show Johnny's yes screen?
Beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, it is gorgeous. And can you see these alizarin crimson and the opera pink? You see how well they mix?
So pretty.
Opera mixes so well with many other colors. And these phthalo turquoise seems to embrace them both, like saying, here, I told you. I like that. And who's that? Gabriel. I love your mixes. I love your mixes. How you make them interact with each other. Yes, exactly. That's it. That's alizarin and that's opera. And what is the other one? Moonglow, no? Yes. This combination. Yeah, Moonglow, opera pink, and the alizarin crimson. You see how well they mix, they go well with each other. And can you see also the blue? Thank you, Gabriel, for showing us the blue and the lunar black. What do you think of that mix, that connection when they get together? Wow, I love that. So now we have the phthalo turquoise also. Yeah, now the next color on the list, on the dot card, is the phthalo blue, the green shade. No, but we will do the phthalo green blue shade, as Johnny mentioned. Because I mixed it, I mixed it up. I used the blue first, and now we will do the phthalo green later. It's the one that is very good to mix with other colors. If I'm not wrong, with the indigo. Is that you, Johnny, that are mixing? Yeah, no, Giovanni. Giovanni.
Yeah.
You're the two tubes, the two
sticks. Cello Turquoise and opera pink. I created the
beautiful purple.
Wow.
Violet.
Wow, I think I've never mixed them, but look how good they look.
Gio, that's beautiful and such a happy color.
Yes. Wow. So in this case, you give the same importance to one and the other, right?
Yeah.
It's not that like you did the last session, that you started with one color that had more strength than the other. So in this case, yes, they're both at the same time. Wow,
Angela?
I love that. Yes, there.
So now my phthalo blue green shade is dried because I did it first. And so now you can see what it looks like dry.
Yes. Yeah.
Very gorgeous.
Gorgeous, especially mixed with the buff titanium. The way you've done the mixes is lovely because they are like interacting with each other. Like the lunar black is interacting with the pyrrole orange as well. Yes. And there was the hematite, right? The hematite with the lunar violet. These two also. They are really good friends, I think.
Yes.
So now is there's the next one? Yeah. Spyro Red. Yes, the Spyro Red. Giovanni has a stick of the Spyro Red, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So you can either, before when you did that mix with the two sticks, you were painting directly on the paper, but now you use your brush, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You use your brush to wet the
wet on the paper, yeah.
Stick.
The last mix, I little wet paper with a lot of water.
You wetted the paper before, but the stick, was it wet or not?
No, the stick is wet.
Also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's better to have everything wet. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Johnny, do you use this at all? Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you for bringing it nearer to the camera. Do you use the Spyro Red at all?
Not really. I use the Pyrrole Scarlet a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I have recently discovered the Pyrrole Scarlet. I would add it to my dot card, but I cannot use more than 18 colors. But really, I almost prefer it to the Pyrrole Red once that I discovered it. Really beautiful.
It's an amazing color, yeah.
For your skin, do you use it for the skin tones?
Yeah, absolutely. Every time.
Every time?
Yeah.
But very diluted, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Diluted, and then for the shadows, the Lunar Violet, right?
Lunar Violet, maybe some Shadow Violet, maybe some Bloodstone.
Also Bloodstone, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to check his works, he's really beautiful. He does beautiful portraits.
Thank you, Angela.
He's from one of my favorite cities in the world, which is Thessaloniki in Greece. I love that city.
Angela?
I've never been there, but my husband's relatives came from there.
Oh,
really?
nice.
Ah, so you have roots. Greek. Your husband has Greek roots.
Yes.
You must go there.
Not me.
Not you?
No.
But anyway, your bloods have almost mixed, don't they? Haven't they?
Right.
And your children will have mixed blood, no?
Well, my children are both adopted, so I can't say that.
No, if they are adopted, no, then no. But something, you have passed something on them from the Greek hedonism. No, really.
Yes.
Listen, Greece in general, but especially Thessaloniki in Macedonia, it's a wonderful, wonderful city. And what makes it more wonderful is that Johnny lives there and that George Politis lives there.
Oh.
Well, but Johnny not for very long.
I know. I was going to say that, but I left it to you.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Florence, Italy.
Oh, well, another wonderful place.
Yes. But
Angela?
tell us why are you moving to Florence?
Because of love, of course.
Yes. Bravo, bravo.
And
Yes, someone
Yes,
wants to say
bravo.
something?
Jennifer says Cello Blue mixed with Opera Pink makes a gorgeous lavender.
Really? I have to try that.
Maybe later, if you will, we can try that mix.
Yes, yes. Maybe Giovanni can make that mix. It's Cello Green with Opera Pink.
No, it's Cello Blue.
Cello Blue.
Yeah.
With
I use Cello Turquoise and Opera Pink.
Yes, he did the Cello Turquoise with the Opera Pink, but I suppose that the Cello Blue is different, no?
Okay, yeah, I tried.
We can try. We can try.
Sure.
So now the Red, the Quinacridone Gold, another one of my goodies, of my favorites. Quinacridone Gold has so many options, you know, it gives you such a wide range of options. As Giovanni said, you can use it under some paintings. And I know that for sure, Johnny, can you confirm this, that George Politis uses them almost always for all of his textures, is that right?
Yes, he always starts with Queen Gold and then goes and structure his shades with more darks and darks and darks, but he really likes the luminosity of the Quinacridone
Exactly.
Gold.
Yeah, and I know that even in his Santorini paintings, even there, when the wall is blue, even then he uses the yellow. It's incredible. This Quinacridone Gold is like very basic color, and also it combines so well. It combines so well with other colors. I love it. I just love it. If you use it on its own, it's a bit strong, but if you don't mind, it's okay. Do you use it at all, Gabriel? Do you use Quinacridone Gold?
Oh yes, I started with this color, and then but I went with the deep Queen Gold for my dot card. I love both of them.
Wow. What do you use them for? Do you use them for a particular thing or to mix or as a base?
I think it makes a wonderful color for warm yellows. So anything that I need to warm up, I use this color. I love it for trees. Mix it with some Sleeping Beauty, makes a gorgeous
Yes.
color.
Yeah,
And
Sleeping Beauty is the turquoise, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I also like to mix it with the Tiger's Eye for the beautiful rocks here on the beach, and they're just gorgeous.
Tiger's Eye is the one that granulates so much, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a good one too.
Yes, yes. And then
I have
there
this
is
mix here, this phthalo with the opera pink.
Can we see it? Yeah.
All of us, yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at so many different ways of mixing. Wow. That's incredible. I love that. So is Gabriel and Johnny, he did the two like side by side. Wow. And Giovanni, a gorgeous mix. And we had never done it, right?
No.
This is the good part, that we are three because we are all different. So people can see our unique style and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I love that. Anna Marie, have you done this mix or you don't have these colors?
Sorry, I was working on other mixes here.
You were working
colors you've been working on.
Uh-huh. What colors have you got?
On the top, you have Quin Gold with Rose of Ultramarine.
Oh,
and
yes.
Then halfway down, you have French Ultramarine. And then below that, Rich Green Gold. And then I ended with Quin Gold again at the end.
Mm. So you did all the transition of colors, starting and finishing with the same color.
Yes.
That's gorgeous. Thank you.
I got distracted away from. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Anybody else is doing any mixes, like Susan is doing any mixes or Rebecca or something? Someone?
I have also the Quin Gold with the ultramarine, rose of ultramarine.
You see how well it mixes, the Quin Gold? Oh, yes, 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 yes. Yes, wonderful.
Yeah, very nice.
That's the next color. The rose of ultramarine is the next color. Can you tell us, do you know, Gabriel, what colors it contains? At least it has two colors. I believe it has ultramarine. Yes, ultramarine blue.
Quinacridone Red in PB29. So Pigment Blue 29 with Quinacridone Red.
I don't know if that PB29 is the ultramarine. We have to.
Let me look. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes, the French ultramarine is PB29.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So Quinacridone Red.
I used to use the Alimson Crimson, permanent Alimson Crimson, but I've switched it out when I need a cooler red for the ultramarine, rose of ultramarine, because of the granulation.
Yes, yes, it's a very special color. I love that. I use it a lot. And if you mix rose of ultramarine with Moonglow, these two mix together wonderfully. Or again, with the, like Gabriel did, the Quinacridone Gold plus the rose of ultramarine plus then at the side or somewhere some Moonglow. These three colors are just gorgeous. And you see the way he's done it is like almost a sunset.
I also like Lunar Black with the rose of ultramarine.
Yes.
So maybe Daniel Smith can do an lunar rose ultramarine.
Yeah, why not? They are able to do all sorts of mixes. And so it's the rose of ultramarine is now, I think.
The notes, Angela, the notes
Yes.
say ultramarine blue,
Uh-huh.
not French ultramarine, and quinacridone red.
Quinacridone
they're
red
pretty
is ultramarine,
close.
not French? No.
Not French, not according to this.
I'm not
On the
sure.
website notes, it does say French ultramarine. So there's a variation there. May I
Okay.
interrupt for a moment? I had the chance to add the opera pink and the phthalo blue, and I mixed them in high density, and it's having really beautiful islands of the dense pigment here and here coming through.
Yes, that's right. That's right,
So,
Anna-Maria.
To cover that in high density, it behaves differently and strongly.
True, absolutely. So, Johnny, do you have it? Do you have rose of ultramarine? Oh, you did it before. Okay, because you finished everything. So the French ultramarine is now. So obviously, if rose of ultramarine contains French ultramarine, if you mix it with French ultramarine, it's like marrying two brothers almost, you know, because they one contains the other. So they mix well together so much. I use French ultramarine a lot. I love it. And this mix is who? Who's that? Giovanni. Yes.
Giovanni.
Rose of ultramarine, moon glow.
Moon glow. Oh, beautiful, Giovanni.
You see? The gorgeous mix. Yes.
Yeah.
I like today I was out painting and I did a sky where I actually mixed French of ultramarine with, we got here French ultramarine with some cerulean and just a little bit of lavender.
Oh yes, lavender is so good.
Yeah,
because
sorry.
it's like
Can you show it again? There.
Is this one?
Yes.
Mm.
So we have this very beautiful atmospheric, and they just play really well. If you want to create that airy feel, just a little bit of the French ultramarine with the lavender that we have here as well, Daniel Smith, and just a little bit of cerulean, and then lots of water, and you'll create that nice atmosphere.
Yes, exactly.
Gabriel, that's stunning and beautiful, beautiful granulation.
Thank you.
Yes, really stunning.
Come paint with me in San Diego.
Well, tomorrow, not tonight, tomorrow. We'll come tomorrow. Catch a plane?
Tomorrow is Passover, so I think it's also okay to say next year in Jerusalem.
Yes. And that, Johnny, what mix did you make? Again, the green, the Cello Green, is that? And the opera pink, maybe? I think you're...
Johnny, you're on mute.
Yes, he's not mute, but we
Sorry. Okay, so it's Cascade Green with opera pink.
Cascade Green. Oh, yes. I love that mix. I have never tried it. I have to try that. Opera mix and Cascade Green. Look at how good it looks. Is that, did you use the stick?
Stick for opera pink and tube for Cascade Green.
Yes, makes beautiful effects. And so there's the rich green gold is the last one. Yeah, it's mixed like in between. It's like, yes, a light green. It's a very light golden green. Well, the name says it. Yeah, rich green gold. This, I'm sure it goes very well. It goes very well, I'm affirming, with Lunar Black. You know that when a yellow touches the lunar black separates. It goes away from the yellow. So that's one of the advantages of doing of having these granulating colors and experimenting with all they can do. Mhm. Are you trying the mix, Gabriel?
Yes, yes.
Who else is doing the mix?
I'm working on it also.
Yes? Great. Look at that. I think that this Lunar Black is the happiest when it gets a color that, I don't know, that it can granulate so strongly with. Yes, super. Thank you, Gabriel. That's lovely. And Giovanni also? Yeah.
I use Lunar Violet and Rich Green Gold.
A Lunar Violet this time, yeah.
Yeah.
Both in sticks or the pan? You use the pan, no?
The Rich Green Gold and sticks, Lunar Violet and the pans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. Yes, I like that. How it expands.
Yeah.
In this case, it was first Lunar Violet, and
First
then
Lunar.
the Rich Green Gold, and then Lunar Violet again.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Your secret is that you use a lot of water, so the paint runs a lot.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Great. I love that.
The Rich Green Gold totally covered the Lunar Violet, but use the granulation of the Lunar Violet.
Exactly.
It's
Uh-huh.
I created the little tone of green and the use the granulation of the Lunar Violet in the middle top, in the top of the glaze.
Yes. And the granulation stays at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can somebody tell me what's in Rich Green Gold? It's not on the list here.
Isn't it?
No.
I think.
Can you look at the tube, somebody? So I can.
Did you share the
Pigment Yellow,
Sorry?
Yeah.
and that's it, I think. Yeah.
Pigment
What
Yellow
about
129.
Daniel's page? What about Daniel Smith's page with the story of the colors or something like that?
I have the spreadsheet and it's just not here.
Right. How strange. Maybe it's a new color.
Yeah, could be.
Okay, that's a question.
It's on the dot card.
Barbara, can you note that question down so that we ask John when he comes back?
Okay, what, in the chat?
Yes. In the
Okay.
chat.
The stories, the stories say that it's pigment Y 129. That's all it says about the color.
So we need to know more.
I have a few notes on the color from a book called Hilary Page's Guide to Watercolor.
Yes.
And the note on Pigment Yellow 129 is it's, oh boy, I'm not sure I can pronounce this, azomethine copper complex. It's a complex manufactured by condensing the ingredients to form an intermediate, which is immediately reacted further by adding copper salt. It was developed along with other chemically novel metal complex pigments in the early 1970s. Pigment Yellow 153 is another yellow azo copper complex pigment. Maybe that's more than we wanted to know, but developed in the 1970s, and it's a single pigment.
It's a single pigment. Well, yeah, we have to ask John. We have to ask John.
That means they didn't mix a yellow and a blue in order to make the green. It's pure.
It's a pure, yes, a pure one.
Yeah. Pigment Y129.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm putting it in the chat.
Thank you. Yeah, the question about the green gold. Yeah, we want to know more things and more stories about the green gold. I think that you use it a lot, Barbara, don't you?
I use a lot of colors like that. I have green gold. I don't have rich green gold, but I was just looking at the dot card and it's very different. Can you see here? Well, let's see, let me close this.
It's important to clarify we're talking about rich green gold, which is different from green gold, which is a combination.
Right. So here's the rich green gold.
Yes.
And here's the green. The green gold is up here. Very different.
Mark, what colors do you have?
We're just talking about the difference between the green gold and the rich green gold. And that's green gold, that's rich green gold.
Absolutely different, yes.
So it's a little browner or something.
Thank you, Mark.
A little bit deeper, yeah.
Looks browner. And what are the mixes? What are the mixes?
These mixes, these from last week, so it's different ones. But yeah, that's the two. Yeah.
Lovely,
So
thank
what
you.
are the other colors, Mark?
Sorry, what?
Tell us what the other colors are.
Oh, the other colors. Well, this is green gold. This is actually all green gold. So green gold
But with what?
With burnt tiger's eye.
Okay, great.
And that's the green gold. That's the rich green gold. This is green gold and cadmium orange hue.
Nice, yeah.
And that's with French ultramarine.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, thank you.
Mark.
Somebody in the Karen says that she loves the little painting on the wall, Mark. Yes, let us see it. That's beautiful, gorgeous little painting. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Oh, wow.
Hey, Angela, I have a little guessing game here.
Oh, wow.
Anybody tell me what color might be in this mix?
Wow, that's a difficult one.
Opera pink and moon glow, or lunar black.
And phthalo,
not moon glow.
Turquoise.
Lunar black.
No.
Opera pink, there is for sure.
We got opera pink, and there's one more color.
Pink.
Out of your colors.
Yeah, the phthalo green. Phthalo green, blue shade.
It was opera pink and hematite violet.
Oh,
where's that? There.
Oh, how difficult.
All right, next one. What do you think's in this one?
Phthalo turquoise.
Phthalo turquoise. And
phthalo green, no? Phthalo turquoise.
No.
Cascade.
Cascade Pyro orange.
Yeah, I hear Cascade.
Green.
Yes.
And opera pink.
Yes.
All right.
It goes so well.
How about this one?
That one, there is some pyrrole orange somewhere.
Yes.
And lunar black.
And a Primatech.
And Cascade Green.
Wow.
Is the one in the middle.
How about this one?
That one, is that the
Green gold.
The quinacridone?
Mixed with what?
Spyro
Lunar
Red.
black.
Spiral orange. All
right.
Wow.
All right. How about this one? Last one.
That's the rich green gold.
Green gold mixed with
No.
lunar black.
Lunar black.
Lunar black with what?
With the
Quinacridone Gold.
Quinacridone Gold. Yeah.
Johnny, you're the winner.
He's a good listener.
Yeah, that's a very good one. Yes, excellent. I love that game. Anybody would like to do that? Johnny, would you like to do a guessing game?
Okay.
But don't
we
make
have
it so difficult.
the time, I don't know.
How much time do we have?
Actually, it's
5
already,
minutes?
yeah, I think we can carry on for another 5 minutes. And we'll also just make use of time, Angela, to briefly share about what to expect for
Johnny
live
is
from France.
preparing his colors.
Uh-huh.
While Johnny is preparing his colors, I will share about tomorrow. I am in France, in Brittany, and here I discovered not long ago this biennial. In France, there are many biennials and many salons, as they call it, which are gathering of lots of painters, and they have very beautiful exhibitions, and then they do demos, and they have workshops, they do plein air, and they have here is very typical in France to have many bénévoles, as they call it. It's volunteers. So like here, Braise Aquarelle, Braise, it means Brittany, in Britain, in Breton. And so it's their 5th biennial already.
Wow.
It runs for about 3 weeks. And they have 30 volunteers. So people, the stable team, it's 12 volunteers that organize the whole biennial, but the president is Jill, and we'll meet him tomorrow. And Jill and his wife do most of the work, but they have 12 volunteers, a team, a very good team. Everybody has his own job. And then when there is the biennial, during the biennial, they have 30 volunteers, and many of them take artists in their homes. Like there is a couple that are taking Nicolas Lopez, Eugene Kisnichan, his wife, Eugenia Salalis, and now they just received today Igor Sava and his wife, Ekaterina, with the 2 girls. So they just have monumental dinners and very, very fun, a lot of fun. And so they are very warm people. They take us up and down, and they feed us. They full of joy. A typical thing in France, I tell you, is the aperol, as they call it, aperol or the aperitif. So before the dinner, they have to do an aperitif of alcohol, normally like champagne or white wine or something like that, and nibbles, lots of nibbles. And sometimes the aperitif takes hours, and you think, well, when are we going to have dinner?
Sounds like my kind of place.
Yes, it is really gorgeous. So tomorrow we will do a live session from the theater. In this, very funny that in France they have these cultural centers that the community can use. This center is fantastic. There is like a bar where the volunteers work, of course. Like there is another room that they use as a shop, so the artists can have their works sold there, or like sketchbooks. Here they print their sketchbooks, so you can have one sketchbook and have it printed 20 times. And then they have a big theater, sort of, with music and light, everything good. And then they have the exhibition room, and upstairs they have some rooms to do the workshops. So everything good, very, very good. And so tomorrow there will be about 10 artists doing one only painting, but it will be cut in pieces. They have the bay, the Baie de Morlaix. Morlaix is the area here. It has got a gorgeous bay with lots of like rocky islands, and they will start with the sunrise in one of the ends of the bay, and then the middle of the day in another part of the bay, and then the sunset at the other end, and Saint Paul de Leon, that is a very beautiful city as well. And so it will be a long painting, but painted by several people simultaneously, about 10, and 2 will join us, 2 or 3 will join us in Zoom. So I think it's really worth seeing. I'm just curious because they have different styles. very different styles. See what unity they can give. Anyway, so Johnny, are you ready? Are you ready
Yes,
for your guessing game?
So these are 5 of your colors.
On the left, I can see Rose of Ultramarine with Opera Pink. Am I right? Yes?
This is
Yes.
Rose of Ultramarine, yeah, correct.
With Opera Pink or not?
No,
With Lunar Violet then.
no.
Lunar Blue? No.
Yes, Lunar Blue.
Spyro Red.
Yes, correct.
Taylor Turquoise.
With Cascade?
Cello Blue.
Taylor
Nope,
Turquoise. Taylor Turquoise.
nope,
Cascade, no?
nope.
Taylor
Ooh.
Blue Green.
Cello Green.
Blue Green.
Phthalo Green.
Taylor Green.
And the last one,
Is Hematite, either Hematite or Lunar Violet?
Lunar Violet, yeah.
Your colors too. This one was better, right? We did better.
It was easier, yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
because
well done, team.
Gabriel
Can
did
I
a
have
very
one
difficult
more?
guessing.
Look at my beautiful napkin after doing this. Look at that gorgeous paper towel after this session.
I think you can
Yes,
put a
the
frame on it.
colors.
You can frame it.
This
Just
is
down at the
gorgeous.
bottom.
Yes.
we also
Might have
add
found a new
Sarah?
style.
May we also add Sarah to the speaker so that we can all see her beautiful mix?
Oh yes.
Did you say Sarah?
Sarah.
Okay, there, Sarah.
Cello Blue and Quinacridone Gold.
Oh, I love that
Beautiful.
mix.
Beautiful.
I love that
I'm doing
mix.
it
It's very fresh.
a Giovanni style. Very fresh,
Wow.
yeah.
Tara, this is gorgeous.
It's stunning.
You said Cello Blue and
Quinacridone Gold.
Yes.
Gold.
You know, it'd be really nice is if you take some clean water just in your hands and do droplets of water from your fingers onto that,
Yeah,
and it'll look really
Yeah.
lovely.
here we go.
Today's session is really playtime with colors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Down a little.
Down a bit.
There
Yes.
you go. Look at
That's it.
that. Oh,
Wow.
Oh, onto my laptop.
sorry.
Perfect, perfect.
Wow.
So beautiful, Sarah.
Yeah.
I
I
have
need
to
drugs
try
at
this.
Brenda Smith Paints.
But you see,
That's
some of
right.
these mixes that you are doing, I had never tried. So I have a lot of work ahead.
Gio has a
Thank you,
very unique
Sarah.
mix here. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Into my laptop.
Gorgeous. So Ethel, is it time already? Oh, we have some minutes.
Before we leave, may I hear what Gio's mix is? It looks unique.
Ah, yes, please. Show us, Giovanni.
Rich
Rich green gold and opera pink.
Pink,
And now,
with the beautiful lighter orange.
that's another goodie. Another one that
Wow.
I love very much.
It's another one I have to try.
Yes. You see, the opera mixes so well, and so does the
The good
Quinacridone Gold.
mixer.
Excellent, excellent.
Did you use the stick to lay down the pigment for that swatch?
Yeah, the opera pink stick and rich gold all together in a wet paper.
Mm-hmm. But the rich green gold is also a stick.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, both sticks. Yes. Uh-huh. Yes, I love those mixes. I think that you will photograph them and then send them, right? So we can upload them in our social
Yes.
with the names. If you haven't got the names, please write them down like Giovanni does. so we know the colors. That would be excellent.
Thank you.
So thank you all so much for being here. You're an excellent company. We had such a great time. And thank you for trying swatches, trying mixes, and just sharing your notes of colors. And we love that. Thank you so much. And we'll see you tomorrow live.
See you tomorrow.
Live from here, from
France.
Bryce and Aquarelle. Okay.
Arrivederci.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you
Thanks,
tomorrow.
everyone.